Hey everybody, here we are in our third week of our digital learning, our first week after spring break. Hope you enjoyed your spring break and all the different kinds of weather. We had sunshine and spring-like temperatures some days, and then we had snow. So that's how it is here in the mountains. This year, our March felt more like April, and our April was feeling more like March on a lot of the ways, but we have some of those before in the past. So getting over with the weather, here we are going to look at our presentation. So I'm going to share my screen. Get off of my Zoom, and I want to get to the presentation. And anytime while you are working on your work and not sure what to do, always come back to this. It's going to be on the Clever page. It's the first one under the column of week of April 20th through 24th. If you need help, let your parents contact me through Remind or an email. Same as always, I will call, answer in an email, or invite you to a Zoom meeting. Any of those would work. All your work is due to be completed and turned in by Friday, April 24th by 3:30. If there's circumstances where it's really too difficult to do by that time, because I know a lot of you are having to work on this in later times of the day because you have to wait for your parents to get home after work, just send me a note to let me know. That's why it's after this time. And this is required work that I'm going over. And so this is part of grading you. And just like at our, when we're at school, if I ask you to redo some work and return it to me with your corrections, just like we do at school, you're not to be completely done until there's a smiley face on it. And I will let you know when that is completed if you had to make corrections. So if I send a message or send it back to you in an email asking you to make some corrections, I'll need you to do that, because that is part of how we are grading with this. Is all work that we're doing on here were made to be important and referred to as a grading type of work. Our regular daily activities, we've got a few changes. We have our iReady reading and math, they're still there, but now it's 15 minutes or more. The reason we're doing that is because now we have our Letterland access through online, and we have added Letterland and a spelling lesson each day for this week through Spelling City. And, you know, we've always done Spelling City, and we were limited with how much of those games and things we could play, but now they've opened all of them up. The premium ones are open for us, so we can do those other fun activities. So that's what we're going to be doing there. Extra math, one round. Make sure you do the whole round. It's like two parts. One where you're doing like the flashcard type things, and one where you're doing beat the teacher. So remember to do both of those until they say you're completely done for the week. Reading 20 minutes or more a day, and that can be books, it can be online books, all the different ways you can go and read at home. Your journal entry each day could be about your day, or it could be about anything you want to write about. Some type of writing each day. Now the spellingcity.com activities for Letterland unit. When you go and click on Letterland lesson, there'll be a video and telling you about your words and the concept that we're doing. You'll be doing something with quick coding, and then it'll show you the Spelling City activities to do each day. All right. And then you have your Encore choice board, just like you've been doing the past 2 weeks, in your 45 minutes or more of physical activity each day. Now, our week's assignments, all these have a video on the Clever page for you to go to. There'll be a math video lesson. You'll follow that to see what to do with there. You'll have a reading assignment, a video with that one. A Diamante poem this week. You're going to do the lesson and then send a copy of your work through the email from the website. We'll have a science lesson and do activities with that and send those to your teacher. And then you have a Letterland lesson and do the spellingcity.com activities. And then this last button is we're going to have some fun read alouds on there for you to do. So do some of those read alouds. Now, all these lessons are on Miss Nethery's teacher page on Clever, just like we have been. And don't forget about how you can be a hero in your community. We're doing new poems, and the ones I've sent already, they said they are loving it. It's making them feel so much better where they don't have family members or friends able to come and see them. So it's really boosting their day. And if you've got other things you want to do, if you want to draw a picture, have your parents take a picture of that illustration you've drawn, and we can send that to them too. If you want to write a little story or a little letter to them, you can do that. That will be great. So anything that you want to do, I'll send it on to them. Now, all assignments are due by Friday, April 24th, unless you've contacted me and made other arrangements. Pace yourself. That means don't try to do it all at once. And remember, you have 5 days to complete all the work. But also don't do this where, I've got 5 days, so you don't work much the first day. Oh, I've still got 4 days. You don't work much that. Oh, I don't have much and don't work until you're almost at the end of the week and you're rushing to try to get it all done. Do a little bit each day. And then it should be no problem. Now you can have your parents send me a remind message if you need help during the hours of 9 to 11 in the morning and 1 to 3 in the afternoon. Now do your best and do as great as you did the last 2 weeks. And this week's quote I found from Theodore Roosevelt, and he's one of our presidents, former presidents. And he was also known as Teddy Roosevelt. And I'm going to give you all a challenge. I want somebody to find out what the relation is to Theodore Roosevelt and teddy bears. That's a very interesting story. This quote he did a long time ago, almost 100 years ago, I'd say. It fits today perfectly. It says, do what you can with what you have where you are. Now think of that. Aren't we doing that? Are we doing what we can with what we have where we are? Keep doing it. I'm doing it, and you're doing it. You're doing a great job. All right. So stop sharing. You have a great week, and I can't wait to see you when we do our sharing time. Remember, when we have our meetings, plan on doing a show and tell, have something to share. And we'll see you later on in our meetings. Have a great week.